Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design, and today I'm up in the studio. I was going to take this hammock outside and pitch it with my new quilt, underquilt, but it's about in the middle 40s today and raining fairly hard. So I wanted to do a video, so I decided to do it right up here in the studio where I usually sleep in this hammock. Now this is a war bonnet blackbird, but what I want to show you today is the Jacks Are Better quilt that I bought for it, which is called a Mount Washington 3. It's good to down to about 20 degrees and it weighs about 21 ounces. Now the suspension on this one is a little different than I'm used to. I was used to the Yeti suspension, which is just dumb simple. This one requires that you actually think a little bit. So let me give you a quick rundown on the suspension. It comes with a shock cord with two miniature beaners on it. Now, what you do is you simply take this cord, drape it down so the beaners are together, put it around and loop it through itself. Now, for some people, they have the end of it looped and locked way up here, but for me, it worked out the best right down on the end knot on my Blackbird. Then you take the two beaners, and there's two fabric loops in the Mount Washington, and you put a beaner in each one. And you do the same thing on the other end. Now on the other end, on the head end of it, although they said to hook it up here so you could adjust it, for me it worked out just perfect to go right through this double part of my whoopee sling. And it hasn't moved anywhere. And then the two beaners go in the two loops, which is, you got to admit, that's pretty simple. It's not rocket science. So, it's 77 inches long, and for me, it is long enough to go above my head a little bit and a little bit below my feet, so that I get a pretty good lay in it. Let me take my hat off and climb in and show you. In fact, I'm going to shut the camera off and take my shoes off, and then I'll climb in. Okay, I got my shoes off, and I'm going to get the edge of this Blackbird up here. And I'm in. There. Now the first thing I notice when I get into this is that my back starts to warm up immediately, but also my heels and the backs of my legs start to warm up, because now I've got a down quilt underneath me, and that makes a huge difference for me over the long haul, because even in a room that's 65, maybe even 70 degrees, laying here, laying still with your legs crushing down all the insulation underneath you, my legs would get cool, my feet would get cool over time. But now I can feel my legs warming right up, and it's nice. It's just a good, comfortable lay now. This Blackbird is extremely comfortable, and with the bunk screen on it and all the other double bottom and everything, this is like the Cadillac of hammocks to sleep in. But I have to admit, I'm curious. I'd like to try a bridge hammock just to see what they're like. And I don't know anybody that owns one, so I may have to just buy a bridge hammock so I can try one out, just to see how different it is and see how comfortable it is. So I wanted to show you the stuff sack. This comes up with like a commercial grade stuff sack. The stuff sack for this, because this is a big underquilt. You know, it's full length, and it comes with a stuff sack. And if I read it correctly, the first thing you do is take the quilt and just randomly stuff it in there. Then you push it down and seal it with the Velcro here. Then I believe you push the center of this down inside, and go around with this and back up the other side, and there's a couple of lock loops here, and then you cinch it down. And when you get done, it's down to 8 by 8 by 9, you know, just like a loaf of bread. But the stuff sack is pretty high tech. I think it's still nylon to really help you deal with this much volume, because that's a lot of down. So I think that's everything for this video, and I'll be shooting more video of this quilt as I use it. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have some fun today and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye.